S2G versus Twisted Minds here for our very first game in this BO3.
Really exciting here, especially because you mentioned about the priority onto the XP lane, which kind of leads into like the next point that has been a little bit of a minor change, where the Turtle and the Lord cannot really be pulled out of the pit. So you really have to dedicate all of your resources. You really have to want and know that you're going to be able to take these objectives and deal with the oncoming, I want to say, offense from the enemy team. So that's going to be another factor here as we move in here. Opening, I want to say, minute and 26 seconds here.
Yeah, looking at the Twisted Mind here, this should be a very early game composition. I'm looking at an Arlot that is going to be used as the roamer here for the side of Twisted Minds. A lot of CCs as well that you did mention earlier. So if S2G has the Ruby and Minotaur for the side of Twisted Minds, it's going to be in the form of the Arlot here. So we're seeing there's a little bit of a gold advantage here to Twisted Minds, all because of the early game advantage that they have with the Martis. They're already positioning themselves here on the Turtle Pit, looking to take in that first objective.
Yeah, and that's the thing with the Arlot. He actually underwent a few nerfs recently, but it didn't stop him from kind of claiming a seat in the meta. And you can see here we're already starting on the Lord. You see the Lord, you get a little bit of an example there. Turtle is not able to be pulled out of the pit or put to the side, so you really got to dedicate it. You really got to know. Oh, we do have that Phantom Steed is out. Turtle is down to about 10%.
Whoa.
Big pop-up lands onto Twisted Minds. Begin finds a kill onto Mike. Turtle is still out there fighting. And Soda actually able to pick up the Turtle. So they do, S2G do find a kill, and they are still continuing on. Twisted Minds kind of forcing in there. Soda in a little bit of trouble here. Doesn't have his Mortal Coil. Oh, he's going to use that to go ahead and get over the wall. Lunar chasing him down. Begin comes in with a flicker. Is that going to be it? And Soda goes down. Lunar picking up the kill right there.
Wow, just when we thought that it's going to be calm before the storm, but you know what, S2G and Twisted Minds, you see the CC, the chain CC coming out from S2G, they were able to pull off a lot of these early games, Lunar as well, which is actually why the Ruby actually was prioritized here by the side of S2G. It's a good thing that Twisted Minds was able to at least take in the Turtle here. This is Soda that we are talking about, one of, I would say, the most seasoned and at the same time, one of the most looked upon junglers for the side of the MENA region. I've actually seen a couple of his games, and yeah, if you give him the space to actually snowball here for the side of Twisted Minds, it could actually go downhill. But so far, S2G is looking really great in this early game. They can't keep up with Twisted Minds.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The Twisted Minds able to get the Turtle, but eventually, I mean, lost the fight. Took 3 deaths up there. So, I mean, you got Final Slash comes out as we're talking about. Karo in trouble there. Had the Frigid Glacier out there as well. Soda claims a death there. Beginnings gets found out in the bush and is going to go ahead and create some space.
Yeah, they actually took that time to pick up that kill up to Karo. That would have been a really good setup though, but there was not any follow-up just yet. If the Ruby was there, it could have gone a different way. But let's take a look at this top side. It's going to be trouble here for the quad.
They're looking.
Sano.
They smell blood in the water. And good thing for Sigibum, he saw it and was able to kind of back up, create some distance from that tower. And unfortunately, I want to say not a wasted rotation, but you spent a little bit more time up there and weren't able to actually claim anything. Here comes the next Turtle up here as well.
Yeah, I like the aggression here of S2G too. Like, they were able to get in that early game that we kind of expected Twisted Minds to have. And here it is. Oh, final slash onto Karo.
Yeah,
He's at half HP.
Final slash on Karo. And a lot of damage, already down to about half health. Is going to go ahead and heal himself back up. And they're taking this Turtle to the edge of where they can. I think they're looking to kind of pull it out to get a reset on it right now. 4 members of S2G here trying to contest for it. And the Turtle gets reset. This is what we were talking about. These little Turtle dances now are a little bit more, I mean, you have to be very careful about it because you're pretty much putting yourself in harm's way, and now both teams able to kind of find a little bit of a advantage there. Final slash comes out on the kazoo. Here comes the Phantom Steed. Turtle down to about half health and pulled
reset
out again.
Oh, this is gonna get, wow, I can't imagine the Lord fight at this point, right? This is gonna get really tricky though. Wow, nice tug in onto Soda though.
Yeah, and a big pop-up onto the rest of Twisted Minds. Mauro finds a kill onto Begin. Turtle down to about 5% health. Mike running for his life. Is he going to be able to create that distance he's looking for? He's got a little bit of that shield and gets taken down by Kazoo. A great aggression by S2G. Able to get the Turtle at the back as well and then push forward onto Twisted Minds.
Yeah, S2G kind of understands that, Twisted Minds has this early game. And if you compare the Leomord to Amartis, right? Like if you keep on giving Soda the space here to keep on farming, to keep on getting those resources, again, the early game could be a bit different here. But S2G kind of understands that. And if they see a clash, they will definitely commit. We're starting to see some pressure being made here on the bottom side. And Sano is just... we actually haven't checked Sano here. He hasn't picked up any kills yet, but he's been working on the top side and the bottom side here for the side of Twisted Minds.
Yeah, and something new kind of coming into this meta too has been the tanky carry builds that we've been seeing. Over here you can see she has picked up that the belt as well. So especially with the amount of true damage that a carry is able to dish out now, I mean, tanky is almost the way to go. It gives you a lot of protection. It gives you, I want to say, a little bit of gank proofness, and you're still able to dish out a ton of true damage.
Oh man, it's a low kill score here for both sides. I love how they're just trading in objectives here for Twisted Minds and S2G, right? They kind of understand that at this point, like Twisted Minds, if they aren't able to get that nice final slash onto at least 3 members, it is going to be a difference since there's a whole lot more CC here for S2G. They got a Minotaur, they got the Ruby, and at the same time, they also have the Valentina here that is picking up the ultimate here of the Aurora, which is a really big factor when it comes to the team fights here for Twisted Minds and S2G.
Yeah, and that might be part of the frustration now for Twisted Minds when it comes to trying to get that final slash. Oh, as I talk about that, Flicker into a final slash, begins able to get out of there, but it doesn't look like Kazoo. Oh, speak again, he is able to get out of there, followed by the healing from Koro on that Minotaur, able to top him up and give him a little bit of an escape there, but this is going to be possibly a turtle for the side of Twisted Minds. Nope, speak again. S2G coming in here, the aggression. I'm not even sure who that turtle actually went to, but
actually went to Twisted Minds.
Engaged. Blazing Duet is out. Maro finds a kill on Nakaro. Kazoo finds Maro, and Sanu with his first kill of the game. Now 2 kills on to S2G, starting to build up that marksman from that carry.
Yeah, we were just talking about Sano earlier. I kind of called it saying that, we haven't checked this marksman yet. We haven't checked the carry yet. And this is kind of the thing, right? I was expecting that the carry will definitely have a harder time up against the Claw when it comes to the range in the early game. But S2G was so busy picking up these fights that Sano was left unchecked. And he was just free farming on the top side and moving over to the bottom side. Now we can finally see the items that were purchased here by our players. And taking a look, it is, of course, Sano leading the gold lead here. 6,372. 300 more than the Claude here of S2G. That is big.
Yeah, and already has that endless battle, whereas Claude is picking up his second item as well. So, I mean, we're going to see, and that's kind of like when it came to that fight and the amount of CC, Sano kind of in the middle of it, able to withstand all of the damage that came out and still spitting out attacks with that speedy light wheel. So, I mean, and that's just kind of the value you get out of this tanky carry. You cannot leave it unchecked because then you have something that is so hard to kill and dishing out so much damage into the late game. You're going to have an answer for it.
Yeah, the carry here, one more, that will be a killing spree for it. The thing that Twisted Minds did is that when S2G is a little bit too busy when it comes to the clashes, right? You see the chain CC coming out from the Minotaur and the Ruby. What Mike Sama has been doing is creating a space here for Twisted Minds. You see his two turrets have already been taken in, and it just created so much space here for Twisted Minds. And S2G, they're also going to be answering it out here, trying to take in this top side tower before the first major objective of the game. It is going to be the Lord here. Enhanced Lord going to be happening in 12 minutes, but now I think Twisted Minds is actually not going to be wasting any time. They're going to be starting up this Lord.
Yeah, they have the advantage that they want to kind of keep it here, but as you can see, S2G, as soon as the Lord spawns, I want to say great presence of mind. Oh, we do have a Phantom Steed out there. Maro does use that flicker. Final slash is out, and a big pop-up land. Soda finds a kill onto Karo, the roam of S2G, and that's going to go ahead and back up the rest of S2G as Twisted Minds looking to get a free Lord. But you can see S2G down a player, but still aggressive, trying to make sure that they have their presence felt here, making them wonder, especially like like we were talking about, you cannot take this Lord too far onto the side. Down at the bottom, Mike finds a little bit of damage onto Kazoo. Morrow in trouble up at the top, and looking, gets pulled in by that I'm Offended from Lunar, down to 10% on this Lord. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure Twisted Mind's going to be able to scoop that up. Soda with the kill. Ooh, with a tiny bit of health there. Lunar is in trouble. 10% health. Here comes the Phantom Steed, and then that new passive from Coffin does not save him. Mike in trouble, gets taken out by Kazoo, and it does look like Sano going to be able to get away with that flicker and a dash out, but not probably going to be able to protect this tower.
Oh. They are doing their very best. Actually, look at the damage coming out from Sano, forcing the rest of the members of S2G to actually back away. Nice tuck in though. Lord is going to be taken in by Twisted Minds.
That tower?
Well, it is still there, half HP. Bottom side, Lord is going to be marching down that side. It's not the enhanced Lord yet, but this is going to give the time for Twisted Minds to actually create a space. Top side, mid lane, they're trying to defend it, and there you have it, Sano on a killing spree. But so does CG Boom. He is also shredding a decent amount of damage here up against Twisted Minds.
Yeah, I want to say both of these teams doing such a great job knowing the limits of their characters, knowing and being able to protect things when usual teams might have to back off and maybe give up a tower. They're still able to find, even when it comes to 2. And we even saw when it came to that Lord clash, it was basically a 2v5, but still able to find an advantage. S2G comes in, doesn't get the Lord, but is able to find some kills as well. But Sano, man, is a monster, getting all over the map right now and able to take down these towers.
Yeah, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if like almost 100% tower damage comes from Sano here. He's already worked on the top side, bottom side. I mean, the entire map. He's already taken in a lot, and this is really good, right? He hasn't been shut down just yet by S2G, and that's something that they need to do right now before this enhanced Lord that will be spawning in the Land of Dawn real soon. Let's take a look at the items here. Oh, wow. Look at the Claude, too. Of CG Boom. He has taken in the Demon Hunter Sword and the Golden Staff, so these are the key items coming out from the Claude. So this should also be a problem for Twisted Mind. I love how they're being aggressive here for S2G, right? Even though that they weren't able to take that Lord, they were willing to take those fights.
Yeah, and it is really amazing. And Sano is sitting at about 10k. Basically, I want to say full build when it comes to the damage that they need. Just basically a golden staff and an endless battle needed to really... Oh, Morrow with the concealed play finds a final slash on the 2 members of S2G. They're going to go ahead and flicker their way to safety.
This is the thing about Morrow, right? Like, once you get that final slash and then you combine it with Aurora's ultimate, you've seen it in the Lord class earlier, and it was actually what won Twisted Minds that objective. But right now, it's just going to be a dance between these 2 teams, clearing out the waves, making sure that they have the right space when it comes to this Lord take. But looking at the map here, again, the map control is going to go to Twisted Minds. They definitely have the better position here for the Lord, but we have massive CC here from S2G. If they can get that nice Minoan's Rage, and then you combine it with the I'm Offended of the Ruby, this will be a good type of play or an epic comeback that can come around from the side of S2G.
Yeah, you see Karo coming up here in the front, trying to check on the status of the Lord. Coffin in a little bit of trouble. Gets caught under the tower, but they reverse it, and Kazoo actually gets caught, and that means S2G does not have a retribution for this Lord, and Soda's going to go ahead and start on it.
Oh, that was big for the side of S2G. Or rather, Twisted Minds, because the outplay coming out from Coffin, he still had that passive, because he was trying to go for the pickoff, but then it just backfired on the side of S2G. They're going to have to take this Lord. This should be a free Lord, though, for the side of Twisted Minds.
Yeah, it does look like you can see Mike and Morrow doing a good job of zoning out S2G from this Lord. And yeah, and that's the thing is it was kind of questionable there just because Kazoo went in and Aurora still had that, Coffin still had that passive. So, I mean, even if you get the kill, you're going to have that ice form to compete with while you're sitting underneath the tower just taking hits.
Yeah, it's kind of like the passive of the Nana, right? Like, you don't know when it has that passive, and it has that second chance. Pretty much like an immortality, I would say here, which is one of the good things that I have seen in the revamp of the Aurora. I love how they added that. But here it is, the enhanced Lord for the side of Twisted Minds Private. It is going to be marching on the bottom side. So let's see how Twisted Minds will try to pressure in S2G here. But we're waiting in for the setup here of Karo with that Minotaur.
Yeah, you can see the final slash came out there, and actually now Maro takes a heap of damage underneath the turret. Karo able to find the kill on there. The roam. Soda here looking to press on to Lunar, who's going to go ahead and put the last touches onto that Lord. Really interesting. Oh, final slash comes out there as well. Cuffin in a little bit of trouble. Look at the amount of CC and damage coming out. Blazing Duet finds. Oh, he's not able to find Aurora. He's trying though. Lunar finds a kill onto Mike, and Soda and Sana go down as well. Cuffin alone, no passive on him. Is he going to be able to get away? Look at the freezing. This is what I was talking about. The CC from this Cuffin right now, but it is not enough. They are able to chase him down.
Oh, a wipe. Can he go for a straight push here? Okay, Maru is back. 20 seconds for the rest. They have that minion. Let's take a look at that replay there. What happened, Private, is that there was a massive chain CC coming out from the side of S2G. Then the blazing duet coming out from CGMO onto the backside was able to shred apart the backlines here at Twisted Minds. I like this chase coming out from Cuffin. There's no passive left, and they got in that wipe.
Oh,
Is this
no,
it?
this might be it. They tried for it, about 10%, and that's going to be it. S2G able to turn